everyone! Welcome to PST Channel, Game Story, Movie Style, for your busy days. You have probably heard the rumors. You don't need to play the original Arknights to understand Endfield. And technically, they are right. You can play it blind, but you will be playing with one eye closed. Think of it like watching the final movie of a trilogy without seeing the first two. You might understand the plot, sure, but you won't feel the emotion, the stakes, or the weight of the journey. You will see strangers, while I will see old friends. I have condensed 5 years of complex lore into just 10 minutes. Don't just play the game, understand it. Let's dive in. Our journey begins with us awakening in a medical facility within Chernobog, a massive mobile metropolitan center known as a nomadic city. We suffer from severe amnesia and are known only as the Doctor. We are rescued by Amiya, a young, infected leader of Rhodes Island. Despite our amnesia, she seems strangely familiar with us. Rhodes Island is a pharmaceutical company that doubles as a paramilitary landship dedicated to curing Oripathy. This terminal disease is caused by exposure to Originium, a mineral that powers Terran civilization but slowly crystallizes the bodies of the infected. Rhodes Island soon clashes with Reunion, an infected liberation movement led by Tallulah. However, we eventually discover that Tallulah was possessed by Deathless Black Snake, an ancient entity. After a long conflict, we reclaim the city, but the truth begins to surface. Who were we before the amnesia? To understand that, we must look at Babel, the predecessor to Rhodes Island, founded by a woman named Teresa. We were once part of Babel, the organization created to protect the infected and help Terra coexist with Originium. We stood at its core, alongside Teresa, Kal'tsit, and Sarkaz's allies, making choices that shaped Kosdel and the world. Those decisions led to civil war and Babel's collapse by her brother, Teresis. The remnants of Babel became Rhodes Island. The conflict reaches its climax at the Sarcophagus, the stasis facility where we first awoke. After defeating Deathless Black Snake, we experience a single, cryptic flashback of a woman named Priestess. It is here that Kal'tsit finally breaks her silence. She explains the history of Chernobog and the Sarcophagus, including the massacre of the research team she belonged to, and tells us about our shared responsibility toward the infected. She questions why Teresa trusted us and states that, to her knowledge, we were responsible for Teresa's death. Because of this, she admits she hates us and always will, though she acknowledges her bias and says she will not reveal the truth unless we remember it ourselves. It is this history that later pulls us to the Victorian capital, Londinium, where Teresis is now rebuilding his military power. We arrive in the fractured constitutional empire of Victoria, where noble infighting has crippled the nation against Dublin's Draco supremacist terrorism, and Teresis's Sarzak military commission invasion of Londinium. We ally with Bagpipe and witness Outcast's fiery sacrifice against Dublin, then shift to the capital, where Siege reveals herself as Vina, the true Aslan heir. Parliament betrays its own elite tower and Steam Knights to traps, letting Theresis seize control and weaponize the Central Shard to unleash Originium catastrophes. We become intermediate between desperate coalitions amid noble assassinations and civilian executions, exposing institutional rot but end in stalemate. Theresis entrenched while Siege consolidates outer zones. While the war in Victoria rages, a massive scientific breakthrough occurs elsewhere. The Lone Trail incident, led by the organization Rhine Lab. A scientist named Kristen Wright successfully pierces the star pot, or false sky, a planetary barrier that had hidden the universe from Terra for millennia. This confirms that the world is much larger than the nomadic cities, paving the way for space travel. The true scale of the story is only revealed in the final conflict. We learn that the priestess is actually Precursors, and we had fled with her to Terra to hide from a cosmic threat known as the Observers. The predecessors are actually alien to Terra, who arrived on the planet over 13,000 years before the events of the game take place, bringing life forms from Talos-II that would evolve into ancients and elders through Originium. Originium was not a natural resource, but a grand plan created by the priestess and us to preserve life as digital data. When the priestess attempts to force this final assimilation from within the ship's computer system, we reject the plan to protect humanity's free will. In the climax, Kal'tsit revealed to be a precursor artificial intelligence and sacrifices her physical immortality to cut off the priestess's route out of reality. While she is lost to the digital network, she managed to leave a backup of herself with Monster before she vanished. The world is finally free from the false sky, and humanity begins the long journey toward the moon of Talos-II. This sets the stage for Arknights Endfield, which takes place roughly 150 years later. Civilization has used the Aethergate portal to colonize Talos-II. In this era, the combat data and memories of original Rhodes Island operators were stored in the first Originium crystal, but this was fragmented during a war against the Aggelos, supernatural beings threatening the colony. After the first Aggelos war, access was lost. The gate now lies hidden beneath the planet's aurora, and its condition and Terra's status beyond it remains unknown. That was a quick summary of what happens in Arknights. With that, you are all set to play and enjoy Endfield as soon as it arrives. As for the story we just covered, did you enjoy it? If this inspires you to go back and try the original Arknights, amazing! But if you prefer to save your energy for the sequel, or simply don't have time to grind through the levels, that's exactly why PST exists. We'll bring you the complete story, told like a movie, so you can feel the adventure without the grind. No pressure, no missing out, just the heart of the game when you need it. Seek the story? Watch PST.